In the soft green dusk of ancient air, where land and sky folded into streams of silver mist, there was once a noble lord named Lir. His hall stood at the edge of shadowed wood and clear, slow water, a place where the wind sang and the deer walked lightly on velvet moss. Lir's heart was full, for he had 4 beloved children, each nearing the bloom of adulthood. Their names: Fionuala, eldest, fair as the dawn; Aud, flame-eyed and willful; Fiatra, gentle and wise; and Con, youngest, fierce of spirit, were known across the land, whispers carried by the breeze. But joy, as the old stories warn, is seldom free of sorrow. When Lir's wife, beloved Eva, was lost to the world, the mournful keening drifted through the trees. In time, a new queen came, Wyf, sharp and bright as frost. She watched the children, their laughter echoing in the long corridors, and her heart grew cold and thin with envy. It happened one midsummer's day, when the heather was sweet on the air. Wyf spoke softly to the children.
"Come with me,"
she whispered.
"Let us ride to the lake, where the water's mirror is unbroken, and the wild swans gather."
Trusting, they followed her through the bracken and sun-dappled shadows. By the shores of Loch Derivara, Wyf's voice changed. She stepped from her chariot, eyes dark with magic. In her slender hands glimmered a wand, shaped from yew and etched with runes. Her words rose in a secret chant, chill and inexorable. The children's laughter stilled. They felt the air twist, heavy with sorrow. From flesh and bone, fair and strong, the 4 were changed. Where once stood sons and daughter, now 4 swans stood trembling by the rushes, white as spectral moonlight, with human eyes luminous and haunted. Their voices too remained, not songbirds' chirrup, but speech, soft, aching, human. Thus was Wyf's bitter spell cast, binding them for 9 times 9 years, to wander the lakes and winds, neither holy creature nor child. Fionuala spread her wide, shining wings, gazing at her brothers.
"Be not afraid,"
she murmured, for though grief weighed heavy, her courage did not falter. The years passed, slow as the dripping of water from green moss. On Loch Deravara's mirrored waters, the siblings endured the bitter winds and lonely dawns, pressed wing to wing in winter's icy grasp, scattered by summer storms. All knew longing, but together they spun a song of endurance, their voices braided like river grass, teaching each other remembrance and hope. Time unspooled. The green of the kingdoms faded. Onto the storm-lashed sea of Moyle they flew, salt wind biting, waves wild as sorrow. Centuries ebbed, kings fell, and great halls turned to dust. Only the swans' laments endured, ghosting over the waves. There were moments of light. Sometimes in early morning, locals glimpsed a glimmer of white on the shivering reeds, and the children's song, beautiful and strange, rose with the mist to the sky. Fionuala watched over her brothers, her wings sheltering those who faltered. Their sorrow did not swallow them, for though enchanted, they remembered love, and love endures, feathered or fair. The spell's last days drew quietly near. Long had passed the worship of the Tuatha De Danann. Bells now rang out where circles of stone once stood. The 4 swans, ragged of feather and worn of spirit, found themselves on the grey Atlantic shore where the world was strange and changed. It was a quiet monk, old, gentle-eyed, who saw through their curse, blessing them beneath the pale sky. With the first dawn light, the spell lifted like a morning fog, and the children stood on the shore, their swan wings shedding into foam. No longer youthful, the years pressed their weight onto shoulders that had held hope for so long. Clad now in mortal form, trembling but serene, they looked to the distant horizon. Slowly, the world remembered their story, the Children of Lir, who suffered and endured, transformed yet undiminished. Their tale lived on, written in swirling inks, gilded and illuminated in holy margins, forever part of the woven tapestry of Lir, where loss and love entwine like knots in oak and ash. And so it is told, where the river runs to the sea and the book of memory lies open, that nothing is truly lost, so long as song and story pass from heart to heart.